Good morning, children. In today's class, we are going to revise your poem number 1, My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das. So, dear children, Kamla Das, your poet, was born on March 31, 1934 in Punnakulam, Thrissur district in Kerala. She was one of the India's original and versatile writers. She took to writing at an early age and continued even after marriage, as she was encouraged by her husband to write. Her writings reflect exploration of wide range of relationships from a woman's point of view, a daughter, a wife, and a mother. Her works are filled with a woman's desire for self-expression and freedom. Dear children, before we start the poem, let us know what does the title of the poem suggest. Dear children, this poem deals the concept of aging. Aging is a natural process. We are born and we start developing with the development of time. The sole difference is that time passes away and at one point of time our life stops. We are not always the same. So dear children, through this poem, a message Kamla Das is trying to convey the message our responsibilities, our thoughts for our elderly peoples like father, like mother and grandmother. They have high expectations from us. A day will come, we will grow, we will become great, we will be working on good positions, but we will not fail to serve them. They feel that at their old age we will become their support. We will help them to live life further. But this human life is full of complexities. The beauty of the poem is the complexity of human relationship. Sometimes we have tears in our eyes. We want to cry, but we have to hide. Even we have to drink those tears. We are unable to show our tears before our elders, before the people who are very close to us, those who are near and ones. So dear children, this is the beauty of the poem. Let us see how Kamla Das in this poem hides her tears before her mother. What was the situation when Kamla Das herself experiences the complexity of human relationship? So dear children, I have already given the content here in this slide for your better understanding. You may make a note of these contents in your notebook. This will help you to understand the theme of the poem. So dear children, the theme of the poem is fear of loss. The poem composed in blank verse expresses the anguish of a daughter over her mother's advancing age and the fear of permanent separation from her. My mother at 66 symbolizes the fast-paced life and inevitable death of our childhood, youth and loved ones. The poet is anguished by her mother's advancing age and the fear of her imminent death. This poem is written on nostalgic tone. The tone is nostalgia. Actually, nostalgia means remembering our past days. The poet is carried away by her childhood premonition of losing her mother. So dear children, let's see the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, those open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of the air. So, dear children, the poet begins the poem when she tells us that she shares her journey experience. She was returning from her parents' home. She was going to Kochi airport. It was Friday morning and her mother was with her in the car. All of a sudden she looks behind at her mother and she observes that the mother was lying like a dead person. Her mouth was open. She was looking pale, pale-faced woman. So she compares her mother to a dead person. There is a simile. If a question is asked, which literary device has been used? So dear children, as you can see, I saw my mother beside me. Thus open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Corpse means dead body. So doze means feeling sleepy, having light sleeps. feeling drowsy. Asen means very pale. So my dear children, the poet compares her mother to an ash. Ash means राख. तो प्यारे बच्चों, जब आग को जलाते हैं, जब लकड़ी जलती है, जब तक लकड़ी जलती रहती है उसमें आग जिंदा होती है और हम फील कर पाते हैं उसकी ताकत को. ऐसे ही टिल देन वी आर यंग, वी आर फुल ऑफ एनर्जी, वी आर फुल ऑफ power, enthusiasm, but as we comes under the shades of old age, we begin to lose that might. The same is here. The same observation Kamala Das does in the life of her mother, who is lying like a dead person. She compares her mother to a dead person because she is looking lifeless. She looks lifeless. No, she has no glow. She looks a pale-faced woman. Means she has become an old lady. As the title says, my mother at 66, which means the mother has attained 66 years of her age. Now she is moving for the old age, and everybody knows that after old age, no other age comes. If anything comes, that is the death. We all have to die one day. So it is common. We will grow old and we will leave this world. तो कमला दास कहती हैं, it does open mouth her face assailed like that of a corpse and realized with pain. Realized with pain. What does the poet realize? The poet realizes the mother has gone old and the time is going to come when she will leave this world. That she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. So Kamala Das very closely observes her mother. Whatever she is observing in her mother, that the mouth is open, the face has become pale, looking like that person, has really my mother has been too much old? If so, it is certain that the time is going to come when the mother will be no more. So Kamala Das gets afraid. She fears whether she is going to lose her mother. So she was unable to bear such ideas. Such ideas were hurting her. These were the hunting ideas for Kamala Das, my dear children. So she diverted her mind and she started looking outside the window of the car. Which things did she observe? To put that thought away, looked out, young trees sprinting. She observed young trees. The trees were sprinting. Which literary device has been used? So dear children, here is the use of personification because trees have been shown running. Actually, you see, whenever you are having a journey in a moving vehicle, you could feel that the vehicle is running and from the opposite direction. It seems like that the trees to be running away or the trees are chasing you. So this movement has been shown here. Actually, symbolically, the writer has used the trees, sprinting trees, to show that how quickly the life passes away. Married children spilling out of their homes, there is a use of metaphor. She observes there are some happy children, they are full of happiness, they are running out of their homes, they want to play, they are full of life. So there is contrast also between youth and young, between youth and old age. To one side, there is a life inside the car, my dear children, the life of grandmother, the symbol of old age. Other side, sprinting trees, merry children, they are the symbol of youth, a time which is full of life. The children are full of life, full of vigor, vitality, enthusiasm. Other hand, the mother is missing all these things. There is a contrast. So this way, so there are some questions, my dear children, I have selected for you. If you are able to answer all these questions, it means you have well versed the poem. Question number 1 says, where was the poet going to and with whom? The poet was going to Cochin airport. She was with her mother. What did the daughter notice inside the car? The daughter noticed her mother that she was lying like a dead person, keeping her mouth open, looking like pale-faced woman. In what state is the mother now? The mother is at old age. What did she notice in the world outside? She found life in the world outside. Examples, sprinting trees, merry children. They are the symbol of life, symbol of vitality, symbol of enthusiasm. It is contrasting to the reality of the mother, because in the same time the mother in the car lying like a dead person. What do the sprinting trees signify? Sprinting trees signify how time passes so quickly. So later on, dear children, but after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale, a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. So this way, my dear children, the journey of the writer completes. She reaches the airport. As you see, whenever we go to airports or railway stations, we may have to go for the formalities. What were the formalities? The luggage was screened, the ticket was checked, no, we are verified. So this way, at the airport, all the formalities have been completed, and now the time is to board in the flight. So before boarding to the flight, Kamala Das once again looks at a distance, looks at the mother, and she finds that the mother was looking weak, looking pale faced, looking like a winter's moon. Actually, whenever in poetry the poet or the writers use winter's moon, it is the symbol of death. The winter's moon is symbolic, it is a symbol of death. So the poet again makes the use of simile figure of speech. He compares the condition of her mother to late winter's moon. It means that the present condition of the mother at that point of time is showing that the mother has become an old lady and she is at the verge of death, means she is going to die. The poet affrets. And here it is written that felt that old familiar ache. The poet, just that time, the poet begins to realize the pain of separation. That the time is going to come, my dear children, when the mother will be no more and the poet will be permanently separated from her mother. My childhood fear means the fear of losing my mother. The poet does not want to lose her mother at all. So now we are reaching to a point, means complexity of human relationship, my dear children. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. Life is full of complexities, my dear children. You see, in our houses also, there takes place the marriage ceremonies of our sisters. In the morning, you see, there is a lot of crying, but we follow the traditions, we follow the custom. We can't tame sisters at home fully. We have to leave. Even how our sister leaves our parents and move for the other parents. So it is universal, it is common. In the life, in the journey of life, we have to do many sacrifices. We face some situations where we have tears, we want to cry, but we are unable to cry, we have to hide our tears. Let us see how Kamala Das controls her situations, her emotions, her sensational feelings. She understands that the mother has become terribly old person because she has crossed 66 years of her age. She is going to die. It may happen after her arrival. She may find her not alive. She fears. She understands her responsibility. This is the high time when she should stay with her mother to look after her, to take care of her. But now the test of life is that she has to go ahead for life, for future, to appear in the exams of future. And one side she also understands why the mother is there. The mother is there because the mother wants her daughter to go ahead, to become something, to gain something, to be great in life. The presence of mother in that point of time is a motivation, is an act of encouragement. The poet realizes. That's why on that period of time, when there was time to leave, when the time of parting, at the time of parting, Kamala Das does nothing but smiles, smiles, smiles. In fact, behind these repeated smiles, there were her tears. hidden behind her insight, though she smiles because she can give nothing but smile. These smiles are the symbol of hope, symbol of motivation. And she very positively addresses her mother before her departure. My dear Amma, I will come again, I will see you. Means a hope, a motivation. अरे बच्चों, जिंदगी को जीना है तो एक उम्मीद की जरूरत होती है। अगर उम्मीद ना हो तो जिंदगी का जीना कोई मतलब नहीं है। किसी ने कहा है कि होप सस्टेन्स लाइफ, जहां आस है जीवन, आशा ही जीवन है। So she gives her mother a positive hope that she will come again, they will meet again, they will live together. Actually, she was not intended to dishearten her mother. She wanted to motivate her, she wanted to encourage her. This way, with these motivational words, positive words, Kamala Das departs. This is the end of the poem. So now there are some questions for you. Question number 1. Why does the poet look at her mother again? The poet looks at her again to confirm if really mother has become too much old, if he was right to think that the mother is going to die. Why was her mother's face looking like that of a corpse? It was because of her terrible old age. Because she was looking like an ass. Because her mouth was open. And it is clear in the poem also when the poet compares her mother to a late winter's moon, which is itself the symbol of old age and death. So why did the poet not share her thoughts with her mother? Actually, she was not intended to make her mother disheartened, to make her heart feel small. She wanted to encourage her. She wanted to leave her with a motivation, with a hope. That's the reason the poet did not share her thoughts with her mother. What pain did the poet experience? The poet experiences the pain of separation. Why does the poet smile? The poet smiles because she wants to give her mother a hope, a belief that she will come and she will meet again with her mother. This is the end of this video lecture. Till then, I see you in the next video lecture. Thank you, goodbye, and have a nice day.